Picture the night sky, vast and unending. The ancient Greeks did more than just observe it. They gave it a ruler, a deity of immense power and presence. His name was Uranus, the primordial god of the sky. This is his story, a tale woven into the very fabric of Greek mythology.
I was not just a celestial observer. I was an active participant in the creation of the cosmos. My story is one of passion, betrayal, and ultimately revolution.
His union with Gaia, the Earth Mother, was a pivotal moment in the creation myth. It was a union that gave birth not only to the Titans, powerful beings who would shape the early world, but also to conflict and change. The ancient Greeks used these myths to explain the world around them, the cycles of nature and the intricate dance between order and chaos.
I, the sky above, was a key player in this cosmic drama. In my story, we see echoes of the human experience, the desire for power, the fear of loss, and the eternal struggle between generations.
These themes resonate even today, reminding us of the timeless power of myth. Uranus was more than just a name in a story. He was a force that resonated throughout Greek culture. He symbolized the awe-inspiring expanse of the heavens, a realm both beautiful and mysterious. Today, his name graces the seventh planet from our sun, a fitting tribute to a deity associated with the celestial realm. It expanded our horizons, reminding us that there was still so much more to discover beyond our own world. It served as a bridge between the ancient and the modern, connecting our scientific explorations with the rich tapestry of stories that have been passed down for millennia. Before the dawn of time, before the existence of gods or mortals, there was only chaos. Imagine a boundless expanse, devoid of form or substance, a primordial soup of pure potentiality. This was the state of the universe before creation, a time of utter emptiness and infinite possibility.
From this cosmic void, I emerged. I was not born in the traditional sense, but rather, I coalesced, a spontaneous manifestation of order arising from the formlessness. I, Gaia the Earth, was the first to take shape, a solid, nurturing presence amidst the swirling chaos.
But Gaia was not destined to exist in isolation. She yearned for a companion, a counterpart to complete her existence. And so, from her own being, she brought forth Uranus, the sky.
Uranus, a vast and ethereal presence, stretched out above me, encompassing me entirely. His starry form mirrored the depths of my being, creating a cosmic tapestry of light and shadow.
With the emergence of Uranus, the universe, as the ancient Greeks envisioned it, began to take shape. The separation of earth and sky, a fundamental concept in their cosmology, was now established. The union of Uranus and Gaia was a cosmic embrace, a fusion of opposites that set the stage for creation itself.
Our embrace was the embodiment of harmony, the perfect balance between the terrestrial and the celestial.
And I, with my life-giving rain and the warmth of the sun, provided the sustenance and energy that life required.
This primordial embrace was also a union of creativity. The birth of these primordial entities marked a turning point in the creation myth. The universe was no longer a sterile expanse of earth and sky. It was now teeming with life, albeit in its most primal and chaotic forms. The Titans in particular would play a pivotal role in shaping the world as we know it.
Among the Titans, Cronus, the youngest and most ambitious, would rise to prominence. His story, intricately intertwined with that of Uranus and me, would shape the course of events for generations to come. But for now, he remained in the background, a witness to the unfolding drama of creation.
The Cyclopes, with their mastery of fire and metalwork, would later become renowned for crafting powerful weapons for the gods. Their creations would figure prominently in the epic battles and struggles that would come to define the age of gods and heroes.
And the Hecatoncheires, those monstrous beings with 100 hands and 50 heads, represented the awesome and often destructive power of nature. Their very presence evoked both awe and terror, a reminder of the untamed forces that lay at the heart of creation.
But even in this time of creation and abundance, the seeds of discord were being sown. Uranus, despite his role in bringing forth this new generation, began to fear his own offspring. Their power, so raw and untamed, filled him with unease.
I saw in them a threat to my own dominion, a premonition of a future where my authority might be challenged. This fear, coupled with a growing sense of possessiveness over Gaia, led me to commit a fateful act.
Unable to bear the thought of his children usurping his power, he imprisoned them within the depths of Gaia herself. He thrust them back into her womb, back into the darkness from which they had emerged. This act of cruelty shattered the harmony that had existed between Uranus and Gaia. The earth groaned under the weight of her imprisoned children, her once fertile womb now a prison for the very beings she had brought into existence.
As the nurturing mother, I was now forced to endure the torment of my offspring's suffering.
The union of Uranus and Gaia yielded more than just the Titans. It brought forth a diverse array of powerful entities. The Cyclopes, with their single fiery eye, embodied the raw power of volcanoes and the forge. Their strength was legendary, and their ability to craft magnificent objects from metal would later play a crucial role in the wars of the gods.
Alongside the Cyclopes emerged the Hecatoncheires, monstrous beings of immense size and strength. With 50 heads and 100 hands, they were the embodiment of earthquakes and violent storms.
Yet it was the Titans who would leave the most significant mark on the nascent world. These 12 colossal beings, each representing a different aspect of the natural world, were awe-inspiring in their power and majesty.
The ambitious one. Cronus, the youngest Titan, was destined for greatness or infamy. Cunning and ambitious, he stood apart from his siblings. Unlike his brothers, Cronus yearned for more. Watching Uranus rule harshly, he harbored ambitions for power. Believing he could rule better, Cronus challenged Uranus. His rebellion set the stage for the rise of the Olympian gods. Cronus's tale warns of the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition.
Among the 12 Titans, Oceanus and Hyperion stood out for their ancient wisdom and their connection to the fundamental forces of nature. Oceanus, often depicted as a mighty Titan with the horns of a bull, personified the vast and primordial sea that encircled the world. He was the father of all the world's rivers, springs, and fountains, and his watery domain was teeming with life. Oceanus represented the boundless and unpredictable nature of the sea, a force both life-giving and potentially destructive. Hyperion, the Titan of light, embodied the radiance of the sun, the moon, and the stars. He was the father of Helios, the sun god, Selene, the moon goddess, and Eos, the goddess of the dawn. Hyperion represented the cyclical nature of time, the eternal dance of light and darkness that governed the lives of mortals and immortals alike. Together, Oceanus and Hyperion symbolized the balance and harmony of the natural world. Oceanus, with his vast and ancient waters, represented the feminine principle, while Hyperion, with his radiant light, embodied the masculine. Their union, like that of Uranus and Gaia, was essential for the maintenance of life and the cosmic order.
With the emergence of the Titans, the Cyclopes, and the Hecatoncheires, the world was no longer a barren expanse. It was a place of raw, untamed energy, where the forces of nature roamed freely, and the boundaries between the physical and the divine were still blurred. The Titans, imbued with the power of their parents, began to exert their influence over the world around them. Mountains were raised, rivers carved their paths through valleys, and the seas teemed with life. It was a time of great upheaval and transformation as the world took shape under the watchful eyes of its new rulers. However, this period of primordial harmony would not last. Uranus, fearing the growing power of his children, would soon plunge the world into a state of conflict and turmoil. His actions would have far-reaching consequences, leading to a rebellion that would reshape the cosmic order and usher in a new era ruled by the mighty Titans. As the Titans grew in strength, a shadow of fear fell upon Uranus. The beings he had helped bring into existence now filled him with unease. Their raw power stirred a deep-seated anxiety within him. He had witnessed their potential to shake the earth and stir the seas.
I have seen their strength. They could challenge me.
Uranus, once the nurturing sky, was consumed by fear of his own demise. He envisioned a future where his authority would be overthrown. This fear turned love and pride into suspicion and dread. Driven by paranoia, Uranus committed a grievous act.
I must act. I cannot let them rise against me.
He turned on his own children, imprisoning them within Gaia. The Cyclopes were cast into the darkest caverns. The Hecatoncheires were bound within the Earth's abyss. Even the Titans were not spared his wrath. He sought to contain their power before it could threaten his own.
Stay bound deep within the earth. Your power will not see the light of day.
And so the seeds of tyranny were sown, setting the stage for a cosmic upheaval. The earth groaned in agony as her children were torn from her embrace and cast into the abyss.
My children, my heart aches for you. This cannot stand.
Gaia's grief ignited a fierce resolve. She would seek justice, even if it meant challenging the very fabric of creation. Deep within the earth's embrace, Cronus heeded his mother's call.
This is my destiny. I will wield this blade and bring justice. The clash between father and son was one for the ages, a cosmic struggle that shook the very foundations of creation.
As Uranus's blood seeped into the earth, it gave rise to new beings, creatures both beautiful and monstrous. The blood of Uranus spilled upon the earth did not simply vanish, it possessed a potency, a life force that could not be extinguished. The Erinyes, forever bound to the memory of Uranus's suffering, became a chilling presence in the newly established order. From the earth, fertilized by the blood of the sky god, arose the Gigantes, colossal beings who embodied the raw, untamed power of the earth itself. Yet from the same act of violence, a being of extraordinary beauty emerged, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and desire.
The reign of Uranus had come to an end, but the cosmos was far from peaceful.
The emergence of the Erinyes, the Gigantes, and Aphrodite served as a constant reminder that power once seized through violence often cast a long shadow. The overthrow of Uranus by Cronus was not merely a changing of the guard, it was a stark illustration of the cyclical nature of power itself. The seeds of rebellion sown in the fertile ground of resentment and ambition would inevitably sprout, leading to new challenges and struggles. Uranus, in his role as the primordial god of the sky, embodies a profound duality that resonates throughout his myth. His story suggests that true harmony lies in finding a balance between these opposing forces, in acknowledging both the nurturing and the destructive potential that exists within nature and within ourselves. The myth of Uranus is deeply intertwined with the themes of conflict, creation, and the cyclical nature of power. The story unfolds as a relentless cycle of rebellion and consequence, where one generation's struggle for dominance inevitably sows the seeds for the next. The myth of Uranus speaks to universal themes that resonate today. It reflects beliefs about the cosmos, fate, and the divine. The fear of usurpation is a timeless human concern. Greeks used myths to explore moral and philosophical questions. The myth has influenced art, literature, and scientific thought. The naming of the planet Uranus speaks to the enduring legacy of this ancient story. It remains a powerful allegory for power, change, and human struggle. The tale of Uranus, the sky above, is a journey through the very essence of Greek mythology. We began with the primordial void, witnessing the emergence of Gaia, the earth, and her counterpart Uranus, the boundless sky. Their union, a cosmic embrace of creation, gave birth to the Titans, powerful entities who embodied the raw forces of nature. Yet within this creation lay the seeds of conflict. Uranus, consumed by fear, sought to control his offspring, imprisoning them within Gaia herself. This act of tyranny shattered the harmony of the cosmos, leading Gaia to incite a rebellion led by her son Cronus. The clash between Uranus and Cronus, a father and son bound by blood and ambition, shook the very foundations of existence. From the blood spilled in this cosmic struggle emerged new entities, the vengeful Erinyes, the monstrous Gigantes, and the beautiful Aphrodite. The world, forever changed by this act of rebellion, entered a new era, one ruled by the Titans with Cronus at its helm. But the cycle of power, as we have seen, is relentless. Uranus's fall served as a stark reminder that no reign, no matter how absolute, could last forever. The myth of Uranus is more than just an ancient story. It reflects the human experience, that we see ourselves in the characters, their struggles for power, fear of the unknown, and yearning for connection. Uranus, both nurturing and tyrannical, reminds us that power must be wielded with wisdom. The cycle of rebellion and consequence serves as a cautionary tale about power's seductive nature. As we look up at the night sky, we're reminded of Uranus's enduring legacy. The planet that bears his name, a giant world of ice and gas, links us to this ancient tale. Uranus's myth is also used in educational contexts to explore themes of mythology, astronomy, and cultural history. His story provides a rich narrative for understanding ancient Greek cosmology and its influence on modern thought. The myth of Uranus, the sky above, is a foundational tale in Greek mythology. As the personification of the sky, Uranus represents the heavens and the dynamic interplay between earth and sky, power and rebellion. His story of creation, conflict, and transformation highlights the intricate balance of nature and the inevitability of change. What are your thoughts on the myth of Uranus? How do you interpret his significance in mythology and culture? Share your insights and interpretations in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration of Greek mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest mythological deep dives. Your engagement helps us continue to bring these ancient stories to life. Join us next time as we delve into the epic tale of Cronus and the rise of the Titans, exploring their dramatic rule and eventual downfall. Our adventure pauses here, but it's far from over. Until next time.